So thanks again for dropping by the channel. If you're new to the channel, if you like the content, please hit subscribe. Now let's get into this. So today at, I think it was lunchtime today, it was announced via Twitter that Tyson Fury and Ben Davison had parted ways. They'd split as trainer and fighter. Now, this is a split that I did not see coming. I thought Ben Davison done a very good job with Tyson Fury. I've had no complaints. I think Ben Davison is quite a good coach. Seems knowledgeable about boxing. Seems to be, a lot of people say Davison's a cheerleader. I don't think he is. I think Ben Davison is a very good coach. I really do. I have no issues with Ben Davison as a coach. I think he's very good. And I think that him and Tyson Fury have built up quite a good relationship in the last 2 years, because it was Ben Davison who really got Tyson Fury kind of back onto the straight and narrow, towards the end of 2017, and, helped him to get back into, fighting shape. And, obviously Tyson Fury as well, he's helped out himself a lot, being mentally strong and stuff like that. But Ben Davison, a very calming influence in the corner, a decent trainer, good knowledgeable boxing trainer, and they did seem to have a good relationship. So where this split's come from, I don't know. I'm going to quote Davison here. He says, "Tyson and myself had to make a decision which resulted in our relationship coming to an end. We remain friends, and he will still smash the dosser." He's referring to the Deontay Wilder, of course. Now, he said they've had to make a decision resulting in the end of their working relationship. So the question I have is, what is the decision? Is it a bit like what happened with Billy Joe Saunders? Is it geographically? Because maybe Tyson Fury, because he's training or because he's fighting in the States now pretty much exclusively, maybe Fury wants to build his camp up over there. Maybe Ben Davison doesn't want to be, going and, building up a camp in the US as well. Maybe he wants to stay in the UK. I don't know Ben Davison's stable of fighters too well, whether he has more than, let's say, just Tyson Fury, or whether there's other fighters in the UK that need him as well. I don't know. Personally, I really only know him as Tyson Fury's trainer and Billy Joe's trainer for this Safiki fight, I think it was called. I think the guy's name was. So that's really kind of how I know Ben Davison. They're the two biggest names he has on his resume in terms of fighters. So that could potentially be it. But Tyson Fury has actually come out today and announced that he will now be trained by Sugar Hill Stewart. Sugar Hill Stewart is the nephew of the late great Emmanuel Stewart. It says here, Tyson Fury first met Emmanuel Stewart when the Brits spent time at the Kronk Gym in 2010. So, he's... there's pictures of Tyson Fury in the Kronk Gym, actually. That was... God, when was it? Yeah, 2010, but that was with... Was he with Andy Lee? I think Andy Lee had him up there in the Kronk Gym. So, it's an interesting turn of development. Me personally, if there's one thing I find, worrying, is when a fighter changes trainer just before a massive fight. Because it's like AJ Ruiz, the rematch. All right, AJ stuck with Rob McCracken. We knew that. Now, me and a lot of others feel like he needs to just bin McCracken in general. But AJ stuck with McCracken. And to be fair, you may want him to leave a trainer like McCracken, but you don't want to leave a trainer like McCracken before going into a massive fight off a guy who just beat you. You need a bit of time to get used to that trainer. You need to get adjust to it, basically. You need to get acclimatized. Because not all trainers are the same. They do things differently. I'm sure that Sugar Hill will have learned a great deal from Emmanuel Stewart, so he will employ maybe some of the things that Emmanuel Stewart used to do. I'd imagine Ben Davison probably would do none of what Emmanuel Stewart used to do. He may do it completely different. So, to me, it's a bit of a worry that he's doing this now, going into a Deontay Wilder fight. Maybe Fury's confidence is such that he feels that, he could win with anybody in the corner. But still, I think that, split with Ben Davison this close to, one of the biggest fights, you're going to have against the man who dropped you twice in the last fight. To me, it's a worry. Sugar Hill, the only person that I know he's trained of any note was Adonis Stevenson. So I know he trained Adonis Stevenson. I think he trained him after Emmanuel Stewart died. So, it's interesting. When I heard this news first, I was pretty sure that Tyson Fury would probably announce Freddie Roach as trainer, because we know that Tyson Fury worked with Roach as the cut man for the first Deontay Wilder fight. So, I just assumed, familiarity. He knows Freddie Roach. He's been in the Wildcard gym. I just assumed he'd go to Freddie Roach, personally, just from that experience. But no, he's decided to go with Sugar Hill. I don't I haven't seen enough of Sugar Hill to be able to say whether it's a good choice or not. But I have my theories as to why Tyson Fury split from Ben Davison, and I'm going to touch on that in a separate video because I just find it strange. Maybe there's nothing untoward about it. Maybe it is, maybe a geographical thing or something like that. But yeah, I just find it strange. That they seem to have quite a good relationship, and I know that a certain somebody was saying that Tyson needed to bin Ben Davison after the Otto Wallen performance, that he couldn't beat Povetkin. And I'm wondering if that certain somebody has maybe had whispers in Tyson Fury's ear, because that certain somebody, I think, doesn't need to be in this camp. I think that, and by that, I think you probably all know who I'm talking about. I'll be doing a video on this separately, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's strange development. If you want to bin a trainer, fair enough, and it can help going to a new trainer. But I'm someone who would say maybe take a bit of time. Don't go into a big fight against a tough opponent like Deontay Wilder, and having to adjust to a new trainer. It might not be a good thing. Might not be the best idea. So those are my thoughts on this. Let me know what you think down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for new, of course. And as always, I will talk to you after.